Namaste, Jai Bharat. I would say that President Donald J. Trump is a very bad trader. I would say that he doesn't know how to trade. There should be some plenty of Gujarati Patels near and around him. Let him go and become a student of any other Patel of Gujarat who will teach him how to trade. How to trade. This man, as a trader, disappoints everyone. See, when you trade with someone for a Marwadi or a Gujarati Patel, a customer is nothing short of God. He treats the customer as most respectful and provides him whatever he can, then gets advantage in turn wholeheartedly. When a trader looks after all the interests and you wholeheartedly buy things from him, and then you will go to him again next time and again next time and again next time and so on. This thing he doesn't know. Now, Trump is in a great difficulty because he has this great trade deficit which he thinks he should be able to solve, and which he can't actually, as a matter of fact. He thinks it is personal business where he must have been very exceptionally successful, but that doesn't work with a nation. So he wanted to reduce the trade deficit, if not to make it surplus. So he must have planned in his mind with his team that this much extra from this people, this much extra from this country, etc. So he planned. Then he wanted to trade with people. And I speak about my nation. He wanted us to buy things which he wants. And what's this funny thing? When I go to a shop, when I buy something, I'll buy what I want. Not that the shopkeeper forces me to buy. Of course, a Gujarati shopkeeper will never force you to buy. But suppose he intends to sell something to you, he will try to tell you about the advantages of something new which you may be not very familiar with, or a brand which you may be not familiar with. He tries to convince you, and then he will see to it that what he convinces is genuine, because next time he has to look at the face of the same customer who's going to him and say, "What nonsense you told me, Patel. You told me this is good, but then I find it atrocious." He wouldn't give that chance. Once he gets convinced himself, and he will convince you, then that's how trade is done. This man doesn't bother of anything. He wants others to buy what he wants. For instance, look in Bharat, for us our dairy, our cow, and milk products are nothing short of auspicious. Cows are auspicious to Hindus. And naturally, the dairy products are also equally, or at least similarly, auspicious to Hindus. And we don't want any adulteration in dairy products. And we were told by all kinds of agencies that in the America, they give them synthetic cattle feed which have non-vegetarian meat. See, those who are vegetarians, others won't understand. For those who are vegetarians, for them this non-veg food is repugnant beyond any redemption. Because those who are non-veg, they won't understand how serious and sensitive is this vegetarian food to vegetarians. Now he becomes miserable. Suddenly you feed him something non-veg, which he takes it unknowingly. Now his entire system revolts, both mentally and also physically. With this, his system is not used to this animal kind of dead body. And this is very sensitive to people apart. The milk becomes non-vegetarian. We call it as non-vegetarian milk. And especially for those who are vegetarian, this is miserable. And even non-vegetarians won't like to take non-vegetarian milk. The non-vegetarians among Hindus are limited to certain kind of food, not all kinds of food. They won't take all kinds of non-veg food. They may take to some extent. They have their discretions. And certain non-veg thing is absolutely avoided. They wouldn't take it. So to that, people like us, he imposes. You buy this, he dictates. And what kind of Bharat had been repeatedly talking to him. Try your best to convince him and make him understand that trade in equal terms. There is no bullying, there is no dictations, there is no saying that you buy this. And of course, we won't do that. Sovereignty is sovereignty. Self-respect is self-respect. Swami Vivekananda asked us to be Swabhimani, self-respect. And remember, the self-respect of a person of Bharat is based on something unimaginably solid by people like non-Indians. It's based on a knowledge tradition. The Veda Upanishadic knowledge tradition is based on a culture which we call the Sanskriti, with an inbuilt knowledge system and inbuilt provision for transcendental longing. So, this self-respect, this sovereignty, we are not going to surrender. For whatever we need, from you we would buy. But what we don't need, why do you force us? What are we going to do with these products? Our children or our people in the market would reject this kind of things. And nobody will buy it. So what we want, we would buy from you. Actually, Trump's entire story is interesting. It's not that he says that Bharat is buying oil from Russia and Russia is getting the money from Bharat, and with that money Russia is attacking Ukraine. This is the narrative he created for the American citizens who are not bothered of anything except making income and living in their own comforts. The American democracy is something like a money-based democracy. The democratic rights are available to people, those who can afford it. That's what I would say. Those who can afford it. Others, of course, no one cares about them. They sleep on the streets. So this is the situation there. Now, they will want you to buy according to their whims, and our people are not going to do that. So you can't force us. Repeatedly Bharat was talking about self-respect, equal terms, these things they have not done. As a result, they're talking about Russia. So they say, with the money that we give to Bharat, Russia is fighting Ukraine, and what kind of a loud cry. Many children, women and people are getting killed. Alright. Don't you think that you yourselves buy from Russia, maybe not oil, but other things which you need, magnet, rare earth, many things. And European Union, don't you think that they buy it? Why only for pointing your finger at Bharat? Just because it is simple, we all know it, everyone understands. His trade deficit is his problem. He wants Bharat to buy the oil from America, that's it. And any other thing what is possible. But primarily, he wants Bharat to buy oil and we will not. Until it's in our times. We get oil cheap from other places. We have increased our trades to many nations because of Trump policy. We have found alternatives. We have found new markets. Let America not buy anything from Bharat. We don't want anything from America. We have alternatives. And the world is no longer depending on America as you used to be in the post-world European War II some time. So until it is equal times, no trade is going to work. And Trump is pushing people more and more away from America. Rhetorics or words doesn't help. People want to see things in action. Actually, and he does everything for Nobel Prize. Someone says, I don't know if Nobel Prize is so coveted for him, because Nobel Prize has lost its sanctity in the past, because you have given a Nobel Prize to somebody called Muhammad Yunus, and that Malala. I don't understand the purpose behind it. It's extremely political. And then you also gave Nobel Prize to Gorbachev to destroy his own society, Soviet Union. Out of innocence, I think. He thought he is doing perestroika, glasnost, etc. The right thing, he thought. I don't know how genuinely, I have not gone into that kind of an analysis or assessment. And Trump wants Nobel Prize, and you should get Nobel Prize for, not for peace. He claims that he stopped 7 wars. Then I can't count any. So he should get a Nobel Prize. He should get a Nobel Prize not for peace. The right Nobel Prize which should go to him for it must be for creating rhetorics and deceiving people and keeping his own citizens in quote unquote bad faith. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sierra.